tapestry above the bed you gave me. I still haven't washed my sheets, 'cause I still smell you in the bed.
Good morning, everyone, and blessed Lammas or Lasagna Day. I'm not sure. I'm probably butchering it, but it is the late summer harvest festival time. It runs celebrated between the 1st and the 2nd, but we are doing the Lammas round of witchathon this week, and I am not going to lie to you. I don't really know how much reading will actually be done, because it's been a rough couple of weeks for us here in the Williams household. Harry, my 19-year-old tuxedo cat that is in everything and that's in my life, he is not doing well. I shouldn't say not really doing well. He is, we took him to the vet not this past Wednesday, but the Wednesday before, because he was going back to not really wanting to eat anything, and around this time last year he had the same issue, and he had pancreatitis that was treated. He has the onset of that. He is anemic, and they're pretty sure he is in early stages of kidney failure, and there's nothing you can do for kidney failure. So we have been given it between a month to 6 months left with him. So it's been really rough. Like pretty much already in the morning stages, but also trying to remind myself that he's not gone yet. So I'm trying not to be so down about it, especially since I am like 5.5 months pregnant now. I'm trying to like not think about it too much and put too much stress on myself for it. But he's in good spirits still. He is getting a buffet every time we make him a plate of food. We have him a selection of stuff. Just the only issue we're running into now is he's still pretty dehydrated, so we're kind of trying to keep an eye on him with that. But he's just loving all of the attention he's getting and getting all the cuddles. He's been especially loving laying on my belly at night, so letting him have the baby time that he has. He was able to feel a kick for the first time. He was the first one other than me to feel a kick, and he also heard the heartbeat the other night as well. So he knows that there's a baby on the way, and he's being protective of him already. I just wish that he would still be here when he actually shows up at the end of November, early December, but it's asking a lot of him, and he's already stuck around for as long as he has. I just have to remember that. So anyways, on a different note, trying to get out of the downer stage. As I mentioned, because of all that, I'm not too sure how much reading am I going to be doing, because I honestly haven't really been in the mood to really read. I have been reading Alice in Wonderland as an ebook during down times, and I think I'm almost done with that, to be honest. And let me see what kind of prompts it could fit, because I am allowing, like, if you've started a book already for like before the readathon, but you still have a good ways to go, you can still use it for the prompts. I'm not a stickler for rules. For these readathons are supposed to be for fun. Let's see. There is yellow on the cover of the copy, like the version of the ebook that I'm reading, so that it will work for that. And it's kind of set in nature in some aspects. It's got a lot of like animals, like woodland animals included in it, and she's in like the garden part of the world, so I can definitely use that. And then cozy food-based book. It's not completely food-based, but there's food featured in Alice in Wonderland, so I'm going to kind of squeeze it in for that too, if I once I finish that. And then I am reading Pseudoscience, An Amazing History of Crackpot Ideas and Why We Love Them by Lydia King. I am not quite halfway into it, and I don't even know if this would even really fit for any of the prompts, to be honest. It doesn't have nature on the cover. It's kind of sort of going setting with nature in certain topics that it goes over, so I guess I could try to make it work for that one. It has nothing to do with food. It's not an art or craft book. And it doesn't have any of the symbols on the cover. Yeah, it doesn't. And really the only color that it has on the cover is the yellow of the wording. So I could squeeze it in. I'm hoping that if I actually finished Pseudoscience, of getting to Cunning Folk, Life of the Era of Practical Magic by Tabitha Stanmore. This is a library book that I got when I got Pseudoscience as well. So we will see. I also have a couple of projects that I want to finish as well, so we will see if I actually get around to working on those while reading. I still have The Three Musketeers going on audiobook, but I haven't picked that up in a while, so it had been returned on Libby, so I'm just waiting for that to come back yet again. I haven't touched my cross stitch since the last time I had listened to it, so but yeah, the Alice in Wonderland copy that Libby is showing, it's not even letting me increase the picture, but I don't know how well you'll see it. It's got yellow on the cover and then the rabbit on the cover, but that's completely different from what it shows up on the Kindle app. Let's see. Yeah, I can't increase it either, but it's a lot different than what's on the Kindle app. But yeah, we'll see what I actually get up to today, with it being the first and on a Friday. I do have to work, but I am going in later today because I have a dermatologist appointment to hopefully get rid of whatever is growing on my elbow off. And before I head there, or hopefully before I head there, I have to drop off an unused laptop for work for a coworker who's out. So I'm going to try to drop that off at UPS on my way to the doctor's office this morning. So I currently have Tiara's TBR game on right now. I'm watching that. And for those of you who have probably watched some of my older witchathon vlogs, you may have noticed with this sweater or cardigan that I've been working on for months now, that I have just been living in my back. It's like my travel knit night project. I finally have all the pieces except for the button band done, and it's seamed together. I'm just working on said button band now, and I am happy with that. I've been working on this the last few days, to be honest, trying to at least get a good headway done on it, and I'm wanting it to be so much colder than it is. It's been in the 90s with a heat index of 110 here lately. Thank God I have a office job at over ACs. It's because I'm usually in my work jacket when I'm at work, trying to keep warm because of how cold they keep it in there. But I feel so bad with Jordan having an outside work job and he's out in the heat all day. It's been rough here, and I'm hopefully trying to manifest the cooler weather of coming sooner with an alpaca cardigan, but we will see. Hopefully I actually will be able to finish this week and be able to give you guys a try-on showing of it. But yeah, I am thinking about making me a cup of coffee and just watching YouTube while I work on this for a bit before I head out later on. If I have enough time to do that, so. Because I am leaving a little bit later than I normally do, so I should have at least a little bit of time. But I'm going to stop babbling at you guys, as I always say, and then start doing my
Just to
thing.
rest your head on. How the hell am I supposed to sleep? Can we?
Let's see how this angle is. Good morning. It is Saturday now. I didn't do a talking clip yesterday because it was kind of a rough work day, I think, for everybody at my job, so I was kind of mentally drained and really didn't have much to update on. I did get some reading done. I ended up taking a bath last night and got to page 150 in pseudoscience. I got to the third section about, I think it's like wishful thinking or something like that. Hopefully you guys can hear me because I'm trying not to speak very loud because Jordan's still sleeping. But yeah, wishful thinking is a section. I tried to get to read in it on with this last night, but I don't think this book is one that I can fully kind of get into in it at the same time. So I just have to, whenever I don't feel like working on something, just kind of just read this for a bit. But yeah, I need to take the bandage off and clean the spot, but I did have my dermatologist appointment yesterday. That went fine. It's just the spot stings and aches a bit, so it's going to be like that for a good bit. And Jordan got to feel baby move yesterday for the first time, so that was exciting. And he seems to be more active when I'm laying down than anything, so he got to finally feel him, and his movements are starting to be noticeable outside. So he's you can see a kind of a wave. You can't really see any direct punches and stuff. It's more like a wave movement. But yeah, it's exciting. Harry was all over me this morning when I was sleeping. Anytime I had to roll over, it's like he's right there. But he's over here. Come here, babe. You want to say hi? No, I don't want to come over there right now. He's waiting patiently for his food, so I need to make him a plate of food. And probably get me something to eat as well. Which I don't even know what I want at the moment. I only just woke up, so it might be a little while before I really decide on that. But I just wanted to do a quick update. For today, I don't have really much planned. One of Jordan's high school friends that just moved back into town is supposed to come over and see him. This is the first time in years since I've seen each other. So that's might happen today, but who knows. But other than that, I just really don't plan on doing a whole lot of really anything. Maybe just try to get some reading in.
Both face on demons. Can we change like the seasons? I wanna make her better, wipe the makeup from her face. I wish I hadn't met her, I wish I didn't wanna stay. I wanna wear her sweater.
Good morning, you guys. I'm not too sure how shaded this area is going to be, but I'm making me a cup of coffee. I only just woke up, so didn't do a whole lot of reading yesterday. I got I read 2 subjects in the pseudoscience yesterday, and then kind of just spent the rest of the day kind of napping and then playing Baldur's Gate 3 for a good while. So didn't really do much, and then watched some TV. I watched some Lizzie McGuire, and mostly just rewatching Boy Meets World, because that seems to be like a comfort show for me a lot. But for today, I anticipate a whole lot of nothing really going on. I'm gonna try to read some Alice in Wonderland today and see if I can knit while I read on that, see if my focus can be split that way. I don't know if it's just due to the type of nonfiction book pseudoscience is, where if I'm trying to do anything else, or if I have anything in the background playing, I cannot focus. And I'm interested in the topic, and I want to read it, but for some reason I cannot focus on it. So we will see. I'm going to make me a cup of coffee, pull up Allie's stream to do some reading, and see what I can get up to.
Break down in my room, 'cause there's nothing sweeter than the bitter taste of you. And the bitter taste of you.
It is Sunday night. I just wanted to do a quick update. I had finished reading Alice in Wonderland. I honestly gave it like 2.5 stars. Didn't really think much of it and just found it very convoluted, like I thought the animated movie was, so it kind of just didn't really have the highest expectations for it to begin with. I don't know what prompts it fits for at this moment, because it's literally like 9 o'clock and I'm not going to be awake for much longer, so I don't really want to fight with that at the moment. So I will update you guys later for that. But whenever I was done with that, I read Night Terror's Harley Quinn in number 2. Gave that 3 stars. Enjoyed that for the most part. Probably would have enjoyed it more if I actually started with number 1, but this is a copy that I got from the local Comic Con. So there's that, and I read a chapter in Pseudoscience. I read about ley lines in here. The next one that's up is Personality Psychology. So, but I got a few things done that I wanted to do today. Not a whole lot. This weekend was kind of a bust with actually being productive for stuff. Today was a lot more productive than yesterday, but I do have to work tomorrow, and I have some daycares that we need to call to set up tours and stuff like that. So I got a small list of daycares to call. So we will see. I did take a bath earlier while I was reading Pseudoscience, and Mocha came in yelling at me every time I take a bath now. She's so concerned about me being in water that she has to come in to yell until I get out of the tub. So she is currently being a lump on the couch. So now that her job is done, she's being quiet. But yeah, I'm gonna find something to snack on, because I am getting pretty hungry, and I think we're gonna watch some TV here soon. So I will check in with you guys tomorrow.
Now I'm drunk on Chardonnay that I bought for our picnic day, and we never got to drink it, so I'm writing what I'm thinking. You could have told me sooner. I was sure that it was me you used to want to.
Good Wednesday morning, you guys. I believe I neglected to update the vlog at all yesterday, but honestly, not a whole lot has happened. I just went to work. Did not have a good start to my day yesterday, because I did bump into somebody on my way to work. Everything's fine. I'm fine. They're fine. Just hydroplaning is not fun. But, so just after that, and just working all day, I was very low energy. Didn't really do much when I got home. I just laid on the couch and watched some YouTube. And that was pretty much it. I did start reading Electric Idol by Katie Robert, which I'm not entirely too sure which prompts it will fit as of right now, but it does have obviously gods and goddesses in it, so in essence it really just does work for witchathon majority of the time. I think I'm about almost 20% of the way into it, and I do like it has plus size rep in it, which is perfect because I'm also trying to read for plus size readathon this month as well. So I didn't realize that Psyche was a plus size main character until I started reading it, so that was a pleasant surprise. I'm enjoying the buildup of the relationship in this one. It doesn't automatically jump into spicy stuff like a lot of her stuff tends to do, but I am enjoying it. With today, taking the rest of the week off so we can get some baby stuff done. We had Jordan call a couple of daycares this week, or I think it was Monday, to just kind of get an idea of what their prices are, if we can go and tour, so I'll probably do that tomorrow. It is currently storming out. When we woke up, it was pouring rain, and it was pretty nice not having to worry about going into the office while it's raining. So we're just kind of enjoying that. So if you hear rumbling, that's what it is. I'm making me a cup of coffee with, I've been trying the White Lotus coffee creamer by Coffee Mate, their Thai iced coffee. Honestly, it's nothing to write home about. Just tastes like regular coffee creamer. But my plans for today, I need to research pediatricians for the bean. Kind of get an idea. I do have, like, one has been really highly recommended to me by our friend. So I'm definitely going to look into that and just see if it's covered by insurance. And I need to also figure the whole insurance thing out for him as well. Figure out if we need to put him on both our insurances or just one or something in regards to that. But I will try to remember to update you guys throughout the day with B-roll at least to show you what I'm getting up to. I'm gonna go ahead and drink my coffee.
Close, you used to want all of me. What's the reason for your tears? And what's the reason for your fears? In my mind I'm kissing you. Oh, and my dog, she misses you. Can we both face our demons? Can we change like the seasons?
Hello. We just got home from a shopping trip. I have Jordan over here.
Deuces.
I don't know how well
Nice
this
hands.
this angle is. Yeah, you pretty much see the ceiling. There we go. But we did a Hobby Lobby trip and a comic book store trip and got some stuff. Jordan's over here, kind of in a panic, internal panic.
I don't know where I'm going to put stuff.
But we have, just wanted to go over some of the things that we had got. Here's your pipe cleaners.
Oh, yeah.
You want to explain what you want to do with that?
We'll get to that.
But I had an idea of making a sign for the baby's room. Like painting a sign with his name on it, and he gave me the idea of doing like a forest thing.
Yeah, you could do like a forest tree background with a little stream off in the distance too.
So I got this. We have white paint already somewhere in the house. Do like the background white. And then I got some green paint and brown paint, and I have some other acrylic paints in the house that I can always mix in if it's not quite the shade I'm going for. And then doing the outline of his name with a brush pen, and got some more paint brushes so I don't screw up my watercolor ones. And it says S/6 hooks, but to put on the back of the sign so we can actually hang it up once it's done. And then you got pom-poms.
Yeah. That's for like muzzle flashes and stuff.
But
Try it out.
that was our Hobby Lobby stuff. And then keep that project stuff all in my
Cat can.
Oh, and it also got a Three Musketeers bar that I already had forgotten about. There. And at the comic book store, I'm going to start with the actual books. You buds. Got volumes 1 and 2 of Witch Hat Atelier. I read volume 1 already, but a friend of mine is hosting a read-along in her Discord, so I wanted to get 1 and 2. got volume 2 of Sailor Moon and 3 comics. Vampirella, Legacy number 679, Poison Ivy number 35, and then Vampirella Agamemnon number 1. And got a Sleeping Eevee little model that he's going to put together for me, since he put together my other Pokemon ones. And we have these.
Just a giant Master Grade Nightingale Gundam that's a lot bigger than I thought it was. So that's going to take up most of my room. And stumbled across a 1999 kit of a Zaku 2 from the original early 80s Mobile Suit Gundam kit. So that's going to be fun. But yeah.
To add to the collection that's in our office.
Yeah.
But you want to talk about your plan with the pipe
I
cleaner?
was going to use the little pipe cleaners, which I could actually use on this kit where it shows like the missile trail for things coming off of it. So, and then pom-poms for muzzle flashes, maybe.
It's a very kind of crafting day. Nothing for Harry, unfortunately. Not this time around.
But loves and kisses.
Yeah. But yeah, that's our haul.
I wanna make her better. Wipe the makeup from her face. I wish I heard it better. I wish I didn't wanna stay. I wanna wear her sweater and not break down in my room. 'Cause there's nothing sweeter than the bitter taste of you. Than the bitter taste of you.
So grumpy looking. Hey guys, it is the day after the last day of the readathon, and I am going to wrap up what I got up to. For reading wise, I really only finished one book, and I had started that previously before the readathon even started. And then I did read one comic book during this week too, but honestly it doesn't really fit any of the prompts whatsoever, so I'm not gonna really bother counting it. But I did finish reading Alice in Wonderland. It fit for the read a cozy food-based book. It's not entirely food-based, but there's like the part where she's at the tea party that I'm counting it as food-based, and there's a lot of food mentioned in the book, so I'm making it work. It's a book set in nature, and I think some versions of like the cover has some nature on the cover, but I'm using it as set in nature since it's mostly in a garden type setting. The cover that I was reading from, like the ebook cover, is bright yellow, so it counts for that for the color prompt. For all the other prompts, I really only got one other prompt completed, and that was to do some crafting and or read a craft or art book. So I did crafting. You'll see, would have sent B-roll of the sign, but I finished the sign for Stoic's room. Just this morning I did the outlining. Me and Jordan did the outlining of it this morning. So I am really pleased with how that turned out. So, and I unintentionally kind of completed that prompt because I honestly kind of forgot that I had crafting as a prompt. So I am happy with that. The two books that I have been reading that I'm kind of sort of counting for the readathon, even though I haven't finished them. I started Electric Idol earlier in the week. It is a Psyche's and Eros like retelling or like romance. So they're gods and goddesses, and anytime you can work in gods and goddesses in like your reading, I'm to me, it automatically counts for witchathon. I think I am about 50%. Let me check. I read a good chunk of it the other night. 54%. So, and I am enjoying that. I am loving like the build-up tension of it instead of it just being like straight into the romance part of it. It is a marriage of convenience type of book, so your mileage may vary if you like that trope or not. I don't really have any preferences for romance tropes because I tend to just read them to turn my brain off kind of thing. Romance books tend not to like, really capture my brain and make it work too hard, so. But I am also almost done with pseudoscience. This would have fit for the yellow on the cover, because even though it has a greenish tint to it, it's a neon yellow and I'm counting it. It doesn't have any of the symbols on the cover, but it does hit on some kind of like witchy topics that I say as pseudoscience, like divination, palm reading. Of course, talks about UFOs, like any personality, like test stuff like that. I was trying to finish it up last night, but I got to, okay, it was denial of global warming. I'm in that section currently, and I have less than 100 pages left, I believe. 284 is how many pages before you get to the sources. I'm at 261, so like 20 pages, a little over 20 pages left in it. And my plan today is try to get this finished, but overall, it was a little rocky at the beginning of the week for me, especially like emotionally. So I'm not surprised I didn't get as much done as I would like, but we also toured some daycares yesterday, so we were pretty busy with that. We may have settled on, or we're leaning more towards one, so we will see. But it's been more, last few days been more focused on baby things than anything, which I'm not mad about. But thank you all for hanging out with me this week. We will be having the next readathon announcement come out shortly, so I have to work on the prompts for that, but that would be the Mabon round, which would be the autumn equinox. So I'll have to work on the prompts for that and get the announcement video up for you guys, but you will definitely be seeing a week-long vlog from me during that time as well. So until next time, you guys, bye.